And ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Wendy Hogue, head softball coach here at Southern Miss, looking for a really good 2019 season. First of all, Coach Hogue, thank you for joining us today.
Oh, glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
I guess the question is, this team this year is so different. You've got some players coming in, some older players transferred, pitchers, different things like that. Last year with the pitching, I mean, at the end of the year, you really only have one good arm to go for the most of the time. Can you talk a little bit this year about your pitching situation and how much better it is?
Well, Heath, it's exciting because it's new. You know, we're not returning one single inning of experience in that circle. And a lot of people would say, "Well, Coach, doesn't that scare you?" And it could. We had those three seniors last year through a lot of games over the years. But man, how exciting that we've got four fresh new arms coming in here, and they all complement each other. This year, for the first time, we've got kids whose strong point is in and up. We've got kids who can go out and down. We've got kids who they all have control of that off-speed pitch that's so important. And so I just feel like for the first time we have a staff that is put together that will complement each other very well. We've got two young kids. We've got two freshmen coming in who were just All-Americans in high school, just doing what needed to be done, have proven themselves on the travel circuit, but just don't have the experience yet at the Division I level. We're looking forward to getting the ball in their hand and allowing them to build that early on. I think, fortunately, we've got 3-4 weekends of preseason play before Conference USA starts, so I do think they're going to have the opportunity to do that. We paired those two with a couple of transfers. We've got a JUCO All-American coming in Bailey Springfield. That kid's got a lot of experience in the circle and in some big games. She's very athletic, fields her position very well. Will also swing the bat for us when she's in the game. And then you have Abby Trahan, who's transferred in, and she kind of completes the staff. She was the last addition and completed it because we needed someone not only with experience and not only with success, but with successful experience at the Division I level in those big games. So that was kind of the culminating factor in putting this pitching staff together. And man, we're excited to start the season with them.
And speaking of pitching staff, last year you were so injured, decimated with injuries all up and down the lineup. I mean, young players that you wanted to get some playing time, players that you had and you were counting on. I mean, what was it? I think one time you may have had 11 on seriously, you had 11 people hurt. This year you're coming in healthy. Talk about the role players, your position players, and how excited are you that finally, hey, you've got a healthy softball team.
Well, don't jinx it.
I'm not jinxing. I'm sorry.
Last year was one of those anomalies. I can't explain. I've been coaching 20 years. This is year 21, and I've never had to deal. I never had a team who suffered as many catastrophic injuries as we had last year. I think we ended up throughout the year 7 different surgeries. We had ACLs, we had labrums, we had backs, we had foot, we had knee, we had. Just a ton of surgery. So we are excited this year to not have had to deal with so many of those just yet. We did lose a kid, a big stick for us, the last day of fall season practice, tore ACL. So far, that is the only season-ending injury, and we're going to keep fingers crossed right there. We do have, some kids who are. We actually just got 2 of the ACLs from last year were just released in the last week. So we're excited to have Heather Hill and Amber Pack. That's 2 big bats that were missing from our lineup last year. Heather Hill was our best defensive player our freshman year, and then had to miss the entire last season. That's a big bat, big defensive player we were without. We're excited to have her back. She's not 100% yet, but I do think you'll see her this coming weekend, and she will get some action swinging the bat. I think having both of them back will be exciting. Just to have the 9 people healthy that we can put in positions. That's something that's different this year than we had last year. So we're excited about that.
And if you look in the past, there has the bright spots are there when you have been healthy. I mean, you do go beat Ole Miss, you go sweep ooh la la. You were healthy. I mean, there's bright spots there, so you can see it when you're healthy. You've got a good team. What this year, coming off 2 years, winning records but missing the tournament, what is this year? What is success? And what would you consider not success this year as a coach?
Heath, what we're going to have, and you pegged it in the last thing that you just said, the thing that we're missing, when everybody's healthy, man, we're a really good ball team. It's depth. It is depth that through recruiting you have to build that depth. There's turnover. There's kids who decide, hey, I'm at the wrong level. But there are kids this year who are recruited strictly because of their ability, but also they're anticipating being that depth that we're looking for, and we've got to have that depth. And I think that's the key to our success. We've got to stay healthy, and then we've got to keep that depth. And we're able to, if someone's not having a good game, a good week, we've got a quality kid to put in there. We need to be at least 2 deep at each position. We've got some utility kids this year who can do some really good things for us. So I think a strong start, you want to talk about success, I think a strong start is going to be key for this team. I think this team is hungry to win. Not that all teams haven't been, but man, we just got some expectations coming in. You know, both those junior pitchers coming in are coming off, like I said, All-American season, and they want the ball in their hand, and they expect to win championships. That's what they did at their last school. We've got the freshmen who would choose to look at the bright side. Very talented freshmen last year. Some of them would have been everyday starters for us. Some had to jump in and play because of injuries to some kids that we had that we were expecting a lot out of. Now this year, they've got a year of play behind them. So maybe we did take some hits last year with some young kids in some positions, some very athletic, but maybe not ready to shoulder that burden every single day, shoulder that load. It's certainly not a burden, but a blessing. But I think this year, the experience that we've had, even though we've got 3 seniors, we've got 3 true juniors, and then everybody else is freshmen and sophomores.
Young class.
And that is, but they're young and they're hungry and they're, it's just different. I've been telling a lot of people, I can't put my finger on it, Heath. It's just there's something about this year that's just different.
Are you not worried as having a young team because maybe of just the makeup of these ladies? Are you worried that you're not going to have to worry about the mental errors? Do you think that they're far beyond their age and maturity level in softball? Are you not worried about that as a coach, or does that still worry you?
Well, the girls that we have excelled at whatever level they've been at mentally. So these young kids, whether it's, we've got a core group of freshmen coming in, freshmen and combined with our sophomores from last year, who played for gold national championships 2 years in a row. We've got a KK Ladner who's actually out here in the circle right now about to throw to some kids who, that kid, all she did was pitch 9 games at gold nationals and then give up an earned run. So mentally, whatever level they've been at, they've done well. The difference is, this is the biggest stage, So do I think we're going to come in and just sweep everybody we play? Absolutely not. I think we're going to have to learn how to deal with the success. We've got to learn how to deal with failure before we can deal with success. Whether that failure is in a practice and just not having a good day, but this team mentally is, I would definitely say, is a step or 2 higher than some of the teams we've had in the past.
How much? Just a few more questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you. How much is a benefit to you as a coach to look down the road, 17 miles, and to have a junior college like Jones, the farm system, throwing kids out and winning? Is that a buffer for you in case I need to go pick up a kid that maybe I can get 2 years out of? But what is that for you as a coach?
What and not just Jones, but what the junior colleges do for us, and really that's at any Division I. But I really try to nurture those relationships with those JUCO coaches, because man, Vassar's got the toughest job in the country. They're rebuilding every single year. They're losing half their team, but the fact that you never know, injury-wise or transfer or whatever reason, it's very good to be able to go out there and get that, like a Bailey Springfield. We had a couple kids who parted ways with the program at the end of last year. Bailey is a kid whom we would not have had the opportunity to go get had we not had those kids. Now we can bring in somebody with 2 years experience and not coming straight out of high school, So I think these junior colleges and successful JUCOs, yes, are not where we can just kind of sit back and say, "Ooh, I'll take that one and I'll take that one out." Because we don't have room. Jones last year had, however many sophomores they had. They had a great team in the national championship. But there's got to be the right fit. We're very fortunate that we have some pretty good relationships where if it is a catcher we need, we're able to go and find a catcher. If it is a pitcher or if it is a position player. Unfortunately, we can't take everyone that they'd like to send to the next level, but there's a lot of schools out there who do. So I think these junior colleges surrounding us could be a pivotal role in our success.
Well, Coach, I can tell you on the message board, but they're really excited about softball. Season ticket sales I hear are up. That's great for you guys money-wise. Just last thing, if somebody wants to get involved and help you financially, help the softball program financially, tell Big Old Nation, what can they do to help you guys out?
We have first of all, thank you for that. Season ticket sales for the last 4 years in a row have broken the record from the years before. We're on pace to break last year's record, even without that super exciting schedule that we had last year. So, but yeah, as far as support, our Diamond Club, that's our foundation, that's our booster club. It's called the Diamond Club. And we have different levels with that, and what we do, I was out here this morning putting up pads in our outside cage. There's so many things that we need help with, and you can't upgrade facilities without the money. The university's been great to us, but man, if you want to get on board and help, I'd love to talk to folks about some projects that we need done. But that is our Diamond Club, and you're welcome to shoot me an email at wendy.hogue@usm.edu. Give me a call. Contact anyone. Randall Odom is who kind of heads up our Diamond Club. We'd love to talk with you, and not just take your money, but show you what your money's going to be used for, and we'd love your support. Especially out here at these games. I want to fill these stands. It's a lot easier to play and a lot more fun to play when the stands are full.
And one of the nicer venues in Conference USA too. I will say that for
agree,
softball.
100%.
Coach Hogue, we appreciate the time you took with us. And once again, if you want to help the Diamond Club, get in touch with them. They're on their way up, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fun year for Southern Miss softball. Coach Hogue, God bless you. We appreciate you helping us out. Look forward to talking to you down the road and Southern Miss to the top.
Thanks a lot, Hugh.